my turn. If. Say it fast.
If.
Then we'll do it together, holding the marker together.
Okay, let's do it!
Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you two model lessons that I filmed with my 3-year-old daughter, lesson 1 and lesson 13. And I'll be interrupting the video here and there to comment on kind of what to be paying attention to. So lesson 1 is the first lesson in the book, so that's a great place to start with the model lesson and just kind of really see how the activities are supposed to run. And also I wanted to show you like how I motivate my daughter to persist through the lessons even when it gets kind of difficult. Then I'm also showing you lesson 13. That's once the kids have a couple lessons under their belt and they're starting to read words and their first very short stories. So the formats get a little different. There's the rhyming task, which can be quite difficult for kids. Learning to not just say the sounds correctly, but then to start blending the sounds into words, and the procedure for reading a story. So I hope that you'll find this illuminating. And first, I want to talk to you a little bit about my motivational system that I use to keep my daughter engaged in the lessons. So in terms of motivating your kid to learn to read, I think the first thing is to be in the right mindset as a parent of like wanting this to be a fun journey. So not thinking about the end point of like, I need to get my kid through these 100 lessons in 100 days. Like, I'm worried my kid's gonna fall behind in preschool or whatever. Having that kind of mentality is going to bring a lot of stress and frustration to the situation. And you really want this to be a positive experience for you and your kid. You know, this should be a bonding thing. You should enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. If you ever find yourself getting frustrated while you're teaching, I would just say stop for the sake of you and your kid. If you or your child is feeling frustrated, just stop and try again later. You don't have to get through a whole lesson every day. Doing a little bit of reading practice every day is great. Maybe some days you just get through half a lesson. Sometimes it's just not the right time if your kid is hungry or cranky, or if they're feeling really active and they're needing to run around. It's best not to fight those things because you don't want to get your kid developing any kind of negative associations with reading. So we really want to keep it light and fun. So I'm making sure that I'm in a good place. I'm ready to have fun with my daughter with reading and making this a good lesson. We're both in a good mental place to be doing reading. Then as we're doing the lesson, you'll see me using a teacher-kid game. This is something I used as a teacher. This was like my #1 teaching trick. And it works, I've found, from kids like all the way through preschoolers, like my daughter is, all the way up through middle schoolers. And basically, every time my daughter is answering one of the questions, reading a sound, reading a word, she gets points, and she ends up with lots and lots of points, as you'll see. And I only get a point if my daughter if I need to remind her of an expectation. And you'll see I'm really very much picking my battles with giving myself teacher points. But as long as she beats me in points, she's gonna get a sticker, and that always happens. You'll see when I take a teacher point, I keep it very light. I'll say something like, ooh, I get a point. I had to ask you to do it 3 times. I get a point. Yes, I'm catching up. Keeping it light, not being really stern. These are 3-year-olds. We need to be aware of like what they're capable of as 3-year-olds in terms of like focusing on a task for more than 5 seconds. So then I have like a set of sticker charts like these. You can buy these for like $1 from a teacher's supply store, or you can just draw them. It doesn't matter. But every time my daughter fills up a row with stickers, she gets a prize. And there's a couple of things she can choose from that prize. Usually she chooses TV time. This is how she earns her TV time. And then when she fills up a whole card, she gets a bigger prize, like a toy that she has chosen. And this thing's great. We don't just use it for reading lessons. We're also using it to teach her to pick up her toys. So every time it's like, okay, cleanup time. Let's clean up all your toys so you can get a sticker. It's just sort of all purpose for like whenever we need to motivate her to do something that's not intrinsically super fun, right? Which those are things we all need to learn to do at some point. So that's my sticker chart system. And now let's get into watching lesson 1. We're going to start learning how to read, Momo, okay? So we're going to be doing lesson 1 of Teach Your Child to Read. So we're going to start here, and every time you're answering on my signal, you're going to get points, okay?
After I go, our mom's going to be here.
That's right. I'm going to touch under this sound and say the sound. Your turn to say the sound when I touch under it. Good job. Point for you. I'm going to touch under this sound and say this sound. Hold on. Pretend you don't know it, remember? We're going to pretend you don't know them yet. Your turn to say the sound. Very good. And you stretch that out nice and long. So in the second task, the Say It Fast game, you're going to see my daughter make an error and how I correct that error. In the book, the general principle is you always correct an error by modeling what the correct answer was. We want them to, they just heard it the wrong way. We want them to hear it the right way as soon as possible. So we also want to keep it light. So we don't say no, wrong, stop. We try to avoid those words and we just go, the sound is, or we do it correctly. In repeating me, she added a t to the end. She said meat. So I just stopped it. I interrupted. And I said, listen again, the sounds are me. And then she repeated it back to me. Then she had a hard time. She wanted to like scream me, as you'll see in the clip. And again, it's 3-year-old energy. Like she's excited about learning. She's excited about screaming. So I'm not coming down harsh and being like, no, you need to say it shorter. But I do want to get to the point where she's taking those stretched out sounds and is able to say it in a short word. So we practice it a few times until she gets there. And that's what you'll see here. Let's play Say It Fast. My turn. Motor boat. Say it fast.
Motor boat.
That's right, but let me have a turn first. Say it fast. Motorboat.
Motorboat.
Yes, wait until I tell you to say it fast. Ready? Say it fast.
Motorboat.
Very good. Point for you. New word, listen. Ice cream. Say it fast.
Ice cream.
Very good. Point for you.
Ice cream.
Listen. Sister. Say it fast.
Sister. Sister.
Very good. Point for you. Listen. Hamburger. Say it fast.
Hamburger.
Very good. Listen. Me. Say it fast.
Meat.
Listen again. And I want you to just say it fast, okay? Listen again. Me. Say it fast.
Me.
All right, I'll take a turn. Me. Say it fast. Me. Okay, but we're going to say it fast. Me. Just like that. Can you try it?
Me.
Yeah, but short. Me.
Me.
My turn. If. Say it fast.
If.
Very good. Point for you. All right. I'm going to say some words slowly without stopping. Then you'll say them with me. First, I'll say am slowly. Listen. Am. Now I'll say, hold on, it's still my turn. Now I'll say me slowly. Listen. Me. Now I'll say in slowly. Listen. In. Now I'll say she slowly. Listen. She. Well, that was very good listening. Point for you. Now it's your turn to say the word slowly with me. Take a deep breath and we'll say am. Get ready?
Am.
Good. Let's say it together. Ready? Am. Point for you. Now we'll say in. Get ready?
Let's do it.
In. Good. Now we'll say on. Get ready? On. Very good. Point for you. Now we'll say, now you're going to say some words slowly by yourself. Say am. Get ready?
Am.
Very good.
Let's just do both of us.
Let's do, well, I want to see what you can do on your own. Say if. Get ready?
If.
Very good. Point for you. Say me. Get ready?
Me.
Good. Point for you. Don't pull on that because that's going to knock the camera off. Good. Saying words slowly. All right. Let's do the sounds again. See if you remember them. Get ready. Look right here. Yes.
Yes.
And this one, what's the sound? Get ready. Very good. Point for you. Okay, let's play Say It Fast again. Listen. Motorcycle. Say it fast.
Motorcycle.
Yes, can you put it together as one word? Motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
Very good. Point for you.
Person.
Yes, listen next. Me. Say it fast.
Me.
Say it fast.
Me.
Yes, me. Listen. If. Say it fast.
If.
Yes, say it faster.
If.
Yes, if. Next. She.
She.
Yes. Point for you. Oh my gosh, Momo, you have 21 points. I don't have any points. You're just crushing it. Now you're gonna see the sounds writing portion of the lesson. I just wanted to let y'all know the most important thing to stress here is not the final product, but that they're doing the motions of forming the letters correctly. On page 24, you have the guidelines of how to correctly form the letters. So if you're not sure that your handwriting is correct, you can check here and find their recommendations for how kids should form the letters. Setting them up to do it this way will teach them the fastest and most accurate way to produce the letters. When kids are just inventing on their own how to make the shapes, they'll often do it in a way that's unnecessarily difficult for themselves, and that'll slow down their handwriting down the line. It'll impact their ability to take notes. So we just want to make sure we're teaching them the correct way to form letters from the beginning. Usually I'll have her do a little more handwriting practice than I show in the video here, but for the sake of time, I kind of cut it short. You'll see me do here at some point is correct her grip. So if you ever notice your kid is holding a pen in a bizarre way, that is something that's going to impact their ability to write. So you want to teach them to pinch the pen first between their thumb and forefinger and then use their other fingers to stabilize. So just keep an eye out for that and correct it if you see it. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is write some sounds. So we're gonna pretend you've never drawn these sounds before, and I'm gonna show you how, okay? First I'll show you, then we'll do it together, holding the marker together.
Okay, let's do it!
And then you'll do some tracing, and then I'm gonna see if you can draw it on your own, okay? So to write we draw a line, watch closely. We go down, and then loop, loop, okay? We're gonna try it together. So hold it with me. You hold it here. You can hold the marker. Down. We're gonna do it together. Very good. Loop. Loop. Wonderful job. Okay, now I'm gonna give you one to trace. Yep, trace it on your own. Very good. And now let's see if you can make a by yourself, okay? Down, loop, loop. Start with down. Very good. And then loop. Start right here. Start from right there. Loop. Very good. All right. Let's, for the sake of, usually we do a few more, but for the sake of time, we're just going to keep going. Watch me make us. Ready? Okay. Let's do it together. We'll hold the pen together. Ready? Oh, let's fix your grip here.
Yeah.
Okay. And this thumb goes under there. Get it nice and tight. Good. Very good. Now I'm going to draw a dotted one. I'm going to draw a couple dotted ones because we're still having a hard time with this one. Okay, can you trace these two on your own? No, not with it in your mouth, sweetie. All right, I'm going to fix your grip, okay?
Okay.
All right, we're going to hold it like that. Choke up on it. Okay, does that feel nice and tight?
I just choke on my mouth with this.
All right. Well, in this case, choke up means hold it really close to the tip. So you have a lot of control. Very good. Another one. Good. I'm going to show you the direction it goes. We're going to see if you can do it on your own, okay? It's going to go do, do, do. Okay? Do, do, do. Oh. Start. Well, oh job. That's pretty good. Okay, here, start here. We're going to start right here where my finger is. I'm going to draw a little dot where we're going to start, okay? And you're going to go up, around, and down, okay? So go up, and come forward. Good. That is the end of lesson 1. You did a wonderful job, and you have absolutely destroyed me in the teacher kid game. So we're going to put a sticker on your sticker chart, okay?
Yay! Yay!
High five. I'm so proud of you. Mwah. Okay, now we're going to get into lesson 13 where your kid has already started reading words and blending sounds into words, and then reading their first story is lesson 13. For this video, I just have to apologize to all the curly girl people out there that I realized my daughter's hair was a mess. It was wash day and her hair was like up in a ponytail, and then she ripped it out right before this lesson. So her hair looks a mess. I promise we take good care of her hair. In the first activity that you're gonna see, I'm just stressing that she's stretching her sounds out long. For some reason on the sound brrr, she wanted to say rock and she kept saying rock. And again, this is one of those like 3-year-old moments where it's like, pick your battles. I know that she knows that that sound is brrr, and you'll see that she's just kind of like hung up on saying rock instead of the sound. And I decided to just keep the lesson moving rather than focusing on that over and over and over again and like getting bogged down in that. And sometimes when you're working with 3-year-olds, that was what you have to do. You just kind of have to like, okay, we'll come back to that later. I'm pretty sure you know what that is. We're gonna move on. You'll see. Okay, Mama, are you ready to do lesson 13?
Mm-hmm.
You ready to beat me in the teacher kid game?
Yeah!
Okay, and then if you beat me, you're gonna get another sticker on your sticker chart. And we are so close to your next prize, which is your Wonder Woman costume.
Yeah,
So exciting.
I want a costume.
Yes. So this is a very exciting lesson because this is the first time we get to read a story in a lesson.
Yeah, the best. That's it.
Yes. All right. So you're going to touch underneath and say all these sounds. Get ready. Oh, hold on. We're going to go slower than that. We're going to really stretch them out. Very good. This one. Very good. Good. Very good. All right. And you did the rhyming sounds too. We're going to do these sounds up here too, Momo. What's this sound?
E.
Stretch it out nice and long for me.
E.
Very good. And what's this sound?
I just
Give me this sound.
rock.
Very good.
Rock.
You decided to add the word rock? That's good. Just give me the sound though.
Rock. Rock.
Okay, you feel like saying rock, but you know this sound is just right?
Rock.
Okay, that's how you're remembering it today. Okay, you're gonna rhyme. First say the sound, and just the sound this time, Momo. What's the sound?
I'm flying.
That's very cute. All right, what's the sound? What's this sound? Great job. What's this sound? Yes. Point for you. Okay. Now you gotta listen to my directions here, because it's been a while since we did these rhyming things. Okay. Now we're gonna rhyme with ope. What are we gonna rhyme with?
Ope.
Very good. Point for you. So start with this sound and rhyme with ope.
Rope.
Very good. Point for you. Start with this sound and rhyme with ope.
Rope.
Start with this sound right here. Look at this sound. What's this sound?
Suck.
We're rhyming with ope. What are we rhyming with?
Ope.
Make it a real word.
Soap.
Soap. Very good. High five. Good rhyming with ope. So next is the word reading task, and the most important thing with the word reading is that kids are stretching out their sounds and not pausing in between the sounds. So it shouldn't sound like eat, because then kids are going to read it eat. You want it to be going meat. So going right from one sound into the next without stopping in between and really stretching them out. They start saying one sound and they keep saying it as they start to think about what the next sound's going to be. And then they just go right into that. That's called blending. And that's kids need to learn to do that in order to be able to read these words. Now you are going to be reading some words. I want to hear you slowly. I know you know how to read some of these words the fast way, but in this part of the book, we haven't learned that yet. Okay, so you're going to point to each sound with a good pointer finger. We're going to show the kids a good pointing finger. Say each sound slowly and then read it. Okay, I'm so glad you're so excited. Point for you for being excited. Okay, can you sit up nice and tall and put your finger right here and sound them out?
Sad.
Sad.
Like sad.
Yes. Point for you. Next word, can you sound out this one? Put your finger right here.
Mad.
Good. Point for you.
Like a mad.
That word is mad. Good reading, mad. Next word. Put your finger right here.
Eat.
Very good. Point for you. That word is eat. Next word. Taking a sip of water is great. Good to stay hydrated. Put your finger right here.
Somebody colored on.
Yeah, I got a little color on this book. All right.
Yeah.
Finger right here. 3.
Daddy did it.
Daddy didn't do it. All right.
Yes, Daddy did it.
All right. Put your finger here. 3, 2, 1. Read. Oh, I get a point because your finger's not on the page.
Meat.
Very good. That's meat. Next word. Finger on the page.
Meat. Mommy did.
It sounds like that kind of meat, and this kind of meat is actually like when we eat meat, like if we eat pasta with meat or something.
I eat like we eat snacks.
Yeah. All right, put your finger here. 3, 2, 1. Are you ready to read?
We're almost here.
Yes, I'm glad you're excited, but I need your finger here. I'm gonna get a point. Oh, I'm catching up. I've got 3 points. Let's put your finger right here. That sound is E. I think you're guessing.
Read.
Good. Point for you.
Read a lesson.
Yes. Now this one, put your finger here and let's sound it out. What sound?
A.
Yeah, but this one doesn't have the hat on top, so what's that sound? Good. Point for you. Next one. We're almost done. Just 2 left.
Ran.
Good. Point for you. Last word. Sound it out. You're doing so great.
Me.
Very good. Point for you. All right. You did an excellent job reading those words. We forgot to tell the people about how you don't say the little sound. So can you explain that? Because we didn't go over that in the rules.
No.
This has a little sound in it. We don't say the little sound. We just say the big sounds, right? Do we say the little sounds?
No, but I thought it would be bigger.
You thought it'd be bigger? Yeah, but when it's little, do we say it?
No.
No, we just ignore it on the little sounds. Look how great this instructional design is. See? They have the correct spellings of the words, but if it's a silent letter or a vowel-controlled letter, they keep it tiny so that you don't get confused. All right, you did excellent. Your turn. You're gonna touch the first ball for the first sound. You have to say this sound fast, okay? So say it fast when you touch under it. Okay, can you say it fast and can you touch each sound and say them, okay? Good. Good, I like how you stretch that out. Good. Wonderful, Momo. So good. Okay. We're gonna rhyme again. My goodness, this is a lesson with 2 rhyming sections. So at this point, my daughter and I, we did the first lesson and the 13th lesson back to back. And so we've now been doing reading lessons for about 20-30 minutes, which is usually the total amount of time that we do. And so she's kind of starting to lose focus. And so you'll see how I use the teacher-kid game more than I usually have to sort of redirect her and get her back on track, and also kind of letting her be silly and get those wiggles out that she needs. And I was like, I'm in the middle of filming. I really don't want to have to set this up all again later. So like, let's get through the lesson. Maybe a little more than I normally would. Because like I said at the beginning of the video, if you ever find yourself feeling frustrated or your kid seems like they're getting frustrated, it's time to stop and put it away. But you're going to see us go into the rhyming task now and then the story reading. It was a little hard also for my daughter to understand that we're kind of going back to the beginning when we first learned the stories. She's on lesson 45 now, so she's reading stories the fast way. And you'll see her kind of want to jump to just reading it. But I was trying to kind of slow her down and show you how the directions work for the first time you read a story. You're going to rhyme. These are the sounds you're going to start with. Say the sound. Yes, say the sound. Yes, what sound? Yes, point for you. Okay, you're going to rhyme with at. What are you rhyming with?
At.
What are you rhyming with?
At.
Good. Start with this sound and rhyme with at.
At.
Yes, point for you. Next word right here. Start with this sound and rhyme with at.
Wee.
I get a point because you didn't answer. Point for me.
Wee.
Yes, I have 4 points.
Wee.
I'm catching up.
Now I just want to wee.
I know.
Wee.
Okay, let's do wee 3 more times.
Wee. Wee.
All right, now let's do reading. Let's rhyme with at. What are we rhyming with?
At.
Okay, start with this sound and rhyme with at.
Rat.
Very good. Point for you. Start with this sound and rhyme with at.
Mat.
Very good. Point for you. All right. We did our rhyming. Now we're going to do our first reading of our first ever story in this book. So this is a story. I'll touch under the words in this story. This is the first word. Oh, I get a point because you weren't listening. I get another point. 6 points. Are you ready to listen? Okay, we'll do it for 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Okay, this is the first word in the story. This is the next word. This is the next word. Your turn. Touch the ball. I get a point for that. Touch the ball for the first word.
E-C.
Good.
Me.
Good.
Eat.
Yes. Excellent. So that would normally take longer for the first story, but can you just point to the first word of the story for the people and touch the next word? That's the first word. Touch the next word. That's the first word. And then that's the next word. So touch the next word and touch the next word after that. Very good. Point for you. So now we're ready to read the story again. Touch the ball for the first word. Sound it out.
E-C.
Very good. Touch the ball for the next word.
Me.
Good.
Eat.
Good. Very good.
Me.
Now, I'm going to read the words in the story the fast way. You don't know how to do this yet, so just watch. Watch me.
Ooh.
See me eat. I'll do it again. See me eat. Very good watching. Point for you. You just read see me eat. This picture shows what you read. The story says see me eat. So what do you think the boy in the picture is saying?
See me.
Yeah, see me eat. What is the boy doing?
Eat.
He's eating, yes.
Eating me.
Yeah. What do you see in the picture that shows he likes to eat?
Burgers.
I think those are hot dogs.
Hot dogs. I love hot dogs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it asks what is he eating right now? What do you think that is?
Burger.
Yeah, burger. What do you like to eat?
Burgers.
You like to eat burgers too?
Uh-huh.
All right, point for you. That was great picture comprehension. Okay, and now we're going to do the sounds lesson. Yeah, I know. You're already skipping ahead to the next lesson. So since we already did the sounds writing, we would again just kind of do it the same way. I usually trace a few for her, and then she traces them. I'm watching to make sure she's holding the pen correctly. Momo, you did an awesome job. Did you get more points than me? Yeah, you did. So I think you get another sticker on your sticker chart. And that's lesson 13. So like I said, at the end there, we skipped the sounds writing. I was getting the vibe that she was kind of done, and that meant that it was time to break for the day. And I had already shown you guys what the sounds writing looked like from lesson 1. Please let me know if there are other lessons you'd like me to model. Are there any of these formats that you're having trouble with? Is your kid getting stuck on certain sounds or words or aspects of the lessons? I'm happy to answer any of those questions, so please leave them in the comments. Please subscribe so you'll not miss any more of these videos. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks. Bye.